Hi everyone, this is your friend Meir. Many people think that problems in the body, one can be separate from the other. But more and more physicians and alternative physicians are starting to look at the body a bit differently. One thing that we could say is that while circulation cannot cure everything, without good circulation, you can cure nothing. And so the important thing for me to talk about is the fact that most illnesses in an old age of the eyes have to do everything with poor blood flow. So if you want to see well, if you want to be free of any insults and injuries like strokes, heart attacks, you have to work on your circulation from a very young age. One thing that we should all know is that the center of our body connects directly to the center of the earth, from which it connects to the center of the stars and of the universe. And the only way that we can walk in a centered way is walking heel to toes. That's the only way that we can be balanced. And if we're not balanced, we don't have good electric flow in our body or good blood flow in our body. Those people who walk more on their toes have a lot of neck tension. Of course, it combines with a lot of thoughts. Those who walk with the ball of their foot and their toes have a lot of emotional tension. And emotional tension can be sometimes very deep. You reduce one layer, another one comes for many different reasons. But those of you who have the full movement are centered. Now, you can't just work on the body. You have to also work on the mind. Of course, there could be problems in life that throw you off your center. Difficult situations, wars, divorces, disease in family. But it is really your work to return to the center of your body, and to create more and more space between the bones and the joints. One thing that I can say is that because we use so little of our body, 50 to 70 out of our 600 muscles, and we put so much stress on the areas that we use, we end up not breathing deeply, but mainly is we end up having tremendous amount of rigidity. The connective tissue hardens around all the muscles that we use. And the result is catastrophic. We get arthritis. We don't let muscles that could move really move, which leads to very monotonous nervous system activity. And we change the structure of the body slowly but surely in a way that is not good for us. So if you want to prevent, let's say, age macular degeneration, now, before you have any problem, it's time to work on circulation. Another thing that causes circulation is the proper activity of the eyes, like looking from detail to detail. And everybody who worked with me knows that I ask people to look at very small details without straining to see them, and then look at larger details. And the macula worked beautifully. I've had it just recently in a Zoom session of a wonderful person that looked at very minute space and immediately saw better on the eye chart. I had it with my daughter, who for years I got her to count petals on flowers, and in spite of not having her lens, because it was removed when she was 2 weeks old, and in spite of having small cornea, she built up 95% of normal vision which is amazing. So, looking at details prevents macular degeneration. Looking at distance prevents cataracts. Paying attention to the periphery prevents glaucoma. Getting more blood flowing to the head prevents many diseases, from stroke of the vision and stroke of the body, stroke of the nerves, to complete health until the last day of your life. And I can tell you, some people worked on their eyes and the eyes were perfect till they died. Well, have a wonderful weekend, and know that when you loosen the joints and create evenness in your muscles, you pump the blood greatly and you give a good rest to your heart. Many blessings to all of you. Meir.